Okay, let's go ahead and get started there, folks. Welcome to another 2 p.m. PST Truth Stream. I'm your host, Strange Bear Jim, and today we are going to be getting back into some Pega Pega first. Um, Going through all of the, I'm working on certifications. We got some videos to upload and make public after that, and then I'm going to be redoing Final Fantasy VII, um, seeing that my saves were lost. So, that's on today's um, agenda. Um, so, hopefully you're going to look forward to that. So, um, concerning Pega, let me put out my standard, um, uh, you know, let me give you a brief rundown here that, you know, the my study in Pega right at this moment in time is for my eventual retesting for the certifications for system analyst and maybe even business analyst as well. But those are my main focuses of these particular videos. Um, I'm also recording them for maybe if anybody else wants to kind of join me on that journey, then they can kind of watch these videos and study alongside. Um, if you have any kind of questions, you're welcome to put them in the comments, or if you're catching me live, while I'm streaming, then you're welcome to ask me any kind of questions. Um, and I'll see what I could do about answering them. But bear in mind that um, you know when it comes to Pega, I am not an authorized training partner, nor should you consider this instructor-led training. Okay. Um, I'm working towards my certification, so I don't have all the answers to Pega um, to help out a lot of people. I don't have expert knowledge in Pega. Okay. Um, that being said, if someone is an expert in Pega, maybe you're an instructor, maybe you just work at, you know, the developing team of Pega itself. You're always welcome. Um, and it would be quite helpful if you can go through my videos and maybe answer any questions that I might have had so far, or any future um, questions if you're catching this live. Um, that would be fantastic if that was to happen. But um, I just want to let everybody know that this is not um, I'm not getting any kind of like special treatment or um, this isn't like sponsored by Pega Academy or anything along those lines. Okay, so don't consider it as such. Okay, what I am working on right now is trying to get to my system architect certification, um, which you know could potentially mean that I might try for my business and for the business architect certification as well, seeing that the only difference between the business architect and system architect is instead of these two missions here, you know, these two modules that the business architect has is the only modules that are not in the system architect, and vice versa. The 26 modules there aren't part of that, obviously. So, once we are done with the two missions, then I will go into the two modules there. So, if anybody's watching me, to potentially get the business architect certification, then we'll cover those last two remaining modules before we proceed on with the system architect. So, um, I mean, you don't necessarily need to go on. Um, you might want to consider, going back through the business architect mission yourself, studying it, trying to make sure that you have all the questions, going to other websites um, for additional questions. Do what you can to get where you need to go. So, um, I've heard that the senior system architect might allow for me to get a better understanding of the system architect. Technically, I don't think that really should be the case, but then again, um, when I first took the test, um, a lot of, me and my, um, batch mates, people that were kind of studying along with me, they were also struggling through the um, the certifications. Um, a number of failures, a number of like just meeting the bare minimum. Um, so it's not an easy certification to get through, by any means. So make sure that you know, study up as much as you can and try to, you know, retain a lot of the information that they give you, and be prepared for trick questions too. So because they will throw those at you. Um, okay, so we are still in the low code app builder extended mission. That's the second mission that we are working through. So, and I think we have a challenge today. No, we have the exploring application data. Okay. And this one had a lot of information on it, so I wanted to take my time with it a little bit. So, hopefully everybody can hear me just fine. All right. The Explore Data landing page. The Explore Data landing page allows you to explore and analyze data in your application quickly. On the Explore Data landing page, you can query your data, then sort, filter, and group the results based on your business requirements. For example, with the Explore Data landing page, you can access the list of assignments that are routed to members of your team. You can then drill down and analyze the assignment statuses to determine the remaining workload for the current release. You can save queries. You make on the Explore Data landing page as insights. Alright. Why they named it that, I don't really know, but sure. Insights. Keyword, make sure that you remember it. Explore Data uses a React-based landing page and is the preferred data exploration tool for applications that use the Pega Cosmos design system. To learn more about Pega Cosmos design system, see Pega Cosmos. Um, Alright, so it looks like there is a new um, like a UI system that they started kind of making. Um, if you have a Think Cosmos application in hybrid mode, you must enable React-based landing pages to use Explore Data. To learn the hybrid mode, and theme Cosmos, see hybrid mode. We're getting hit with a lot of information right at this moment in time, and you know, um, I don't know. It feels as though this this might need to be put in um, its own mission. One would imagine, um, especially if it's like mainly UI based. But I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud here, there, folks. So just saying. So insights. Insights are rules that Pega platform uses to transform data queries into tables or visualizations that you can then share between users. Okay. Um, they've already gone over rules, right? Here, hold on. I want to confirm that real quick because, um, well, for one thing, it's been a while. I want to make sure that they have kind of covered their definition of rules. Not there. Or at least if they did, it's very minimal. Rules are after. They keep on touching about rules, but never really discussing what they really are until maybe this particular module, and that's not great. Um, so I might want to like you know send them a message about that because they keep on talking about rules over and over and over again, but they haven't given like a module that really goes like an in-depth um, discussion about rules or what they're about, what their the mentality of them in Pega. Now I know, uh, well, I mean I say that I know, but um, I'm not like 100% on rules myself, but I get what they're trying to go for on that for the most part. So, um, but I mean, that's because, I've had, you know, previous experience with it. So it's like, I kind of know, um, kind of what's going on, but not like it's not like 100% either. So it's like, okay, guys, we're gonna need to we're gonna need to kind of work on this a little bit because this is a little troublesome. So, um, okay, so, um, but I mean, you know, uses to transform data queries, which they kind of talked about here, into tables and visualizations that you can then share between users. Okay. You can use insights to retrieve specific data and present the data as a list or an interactive chart. Okay. I mean, do they really need to repeat this? I mean, they could probably just put, this, you know, as a list or interactive chart, like right up above here. You know, data queries into tables or visualizations, such as a list or interactive chart. And that's it. They don't need this extra sentence here. For example, in an insurance application, you can visualize data for claims that are pending approval, and then analyze the type of claim and the amount submitted by users. Um, Here, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and um, first off, let me go ahead and copy this real quick so that I can kind of look at it when I do suggest and edit here. Um, so two things. I'd like to recommend edits on, or maybe module to be added first, which is simple. Uh, the second sentence for insights you can use insights to retrieve um, the sentence is basically a repeat of the first. So I have it. If you want to show examples such as list or charts, put them in the first sentence after the statement of visualizations. All right. Second, which is kind of the most concerning, is that you keep using the word rule or rules in Pega, but never really describe what a rule or rules are. I see the um, module for creating a rule, but is there a module slash topic that goes into de details on what um, what the rule is when concerning Pega. I looked, and you might have discussed uh, discussed it a little here and there, but with how important rules are, you would think that a full topic would be given early. Like within the low code app builder mission. I know the second suggestion can be a bit of work, but I feared it might help on any kind of confusion, saying it hasn't really been easily addressed. All right. Kind of wanted to hammer that home because they keep on talking about rules, 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 and it's like, guys, you know, you don't have. I mean, like I mentioned before, they might have like touched upon it a little here and there, you know, but they don't they don't really go into like a deep dive of what a rule is, you know, and it's they keep on um, circling it over and over and over again, but never really like fully discussing it at all. And you're kind of you know it's a disservice to anybody that's trying to learn Pega, you know, because it's not here in the low code app builder. And I don't think it's in the app builder extended. Um, yeah, they haven't discussed what rules are, you know. And if you want your system architect and your business architect to know, you know, to know what rules are, they should discuss it before we reach this point. You know, the rules and rule types should be early, you know, should be within the low code app builder, or at least touch upon it a little bit more than this module here because um, here let me go back to my dashboard here, right? Hold on. You have no rules here. So if I go to a business architect and say, hey, no, that's not going to work with our current rule set, they're going to be like, what do you mean? What are you talking about, rule set? I don't understand. And that's bad. you know, um, you know, you don't want that to happen. So a business architect should know what, a rule and rule set is as well. Okay, they don't need to know like the full on in depth of what a rule and a rule set is all about, but they should at least have some basic understanding of like the idea of what a rule and rule set is. So, because this just kind of hinting at it doesn't help. So, okay, layout of the Explorer data landing page. The Explorer data landing page displays a list of previously created insights. Well, I mean, what if you don't have any insights that were previously created? What is it going to display, you know, if it's like completely empty, if there's like nothing there, you know? You're not going to have a listing of insights here. So maybe show that first. You can select the type of data for which you want to create an insight. Hmm. Seems a little odd to consider um, case types as a form of data, but at the same time, it makes sense too. So, filter, sort, or group insights to display the insights of interest. Hmm. interesting that this one is showing case type, but this is showing, and this feels like it's just mainly just kind of queries overall. I don't know. Access insights. You have access to previously created insights for your application, if you've created any. But yeah, there probably should be a little bit more here, but whatever. View or modify an insight. On the Explorer Data landing page, you can select a previously created insight to view or modify. Or can you create your own insight? You're talking about how to see insights, but I'm not seeing anything about how you create them. I mean, where on this Explorer data page do you see anything concerning create insight? Because, oh yeah, sure, I'm sure that it shows you previously created insights, but that doesn't help if you have none to view. Save an insight. You can create customized insights that you can use throughout the application. Perform an action on an insight. From the Actions menu, you can export application data to Excel, delete an insight, or add interactive charts. You can choose from several chart types such as pie, bar, donut, or column. You can filter, sort, or group data to view only specific information that matches your business needs. Didn't they already state that? I mean, they did, but from the More menu, you can hide, display, freeze, or resize columns. Okay. You can access to your application data, such as detailed information about assignments, bugs, and work items. Create a chart from an insight. On our Explore Data landing page, you can create charts from an insight to visualize your data. In the following image, click the plus icons to learn more about the actions you perform on the Explore Data landing page once you create a chart. Chart settings are immediately displayed. In this example, the chart depicts the case status on the x-axis and the number of cases and maximum claim amount on the y-axis. Data tab. In the Data tab, you can select the chart type, add data fields, filter fields, and sort the data depicted in the chart. To configure a simple value chart, in the Fields section, select fields in the Measures area only. In the Chart Type list, select Simple Value. A simple value chart is a high-level summary of data. You all can see the, yeah, okay. I wanted to make sure that you all can see the little pop-ups. On the Chart tab, you can control the presentation of the chart by customizing axes, adding reference lines and regions, customizing the chart legend, displaying tooltips, and adding conditional formatting. For a simple value chart, you can customize the layouts of values. In the layout list, select Highlight to display the values of all data series, highlight and summary to display the value of one data series only and include other data below that series. Custom highlight and plus summary to create a custom layout. Depending on the layout you select, you can customize specific arrangement settings. Additionally, you can add conditional formatting for a simple value chart. There wasn't any okay. I wanted to make sure that there wasn't any additional information there. Fields. In the Fields pane, you can select and search for fields. Drag fields from the Fields pane and drop them into the measure, dimensions, and filter boxes in the data type. So when you have your data, you can then just kind of drag them in to your field section to kind of have to show on your chart there. So filter, sort, group data, create a chart. You can't edit the application data or create a new field. So okay. I'm going to suggest another edit here. So for insights, there is a lot of talk about previously created insights. However, there was very little discussion on how to create an insight. So what happens if you have no previously created insights? How do you go about creating a new insight to be considered a previously created insights? Not really seeing much there. All right. So we're going to go ahead and finish off this particular topic with the module quiz. And then we're going to go ahead and close down the Pega session for now. So which two actions can you perform from the Explorer Data landing page? Filter, sort, or group data for product inventory? Sure. Create a new sales data field? Nope. Create, edit medical field data for the health insurance application? Nope. Create a pie chart for customer satisfaction data? Yep. So both of those are going to be correct. You can't do anything concerning the data that you're pulling in. Um, you can only manipulate what data you have. So that's all. What is the two benefits of using Insights? Insights allow you to share data queries between users to support collaboration. Okay, and I mean, that's true. Allow you to modify application data to fit your business requirements. Nope. Insights allow you to transform data queries into tables or visualizations. Yep. Insights allow you to sort data for applications that use same UI kit to gain better access to the data you need. That was never discussed, so most likely not. So, um, although I'm kind of curious as to what would happen if you did select that. What would you know, uh, what would their explanation be on that? Okay, on an online shopping application, you use blank to visualize data about recent returns from the blank. You analyze the types of returns and the amount for each return. In the blank, you select a clustered column, and then you can add the case ID count, return amount, and purchase field type fields. In the blank, you add a tooltip and update the legend. Okay, so um, I believe you want insights there. Hmm. I think we want the landing page there. Um, we want the data tab here for adding in the specific data, and then we want the chart tab to add the tooltip and update the legend. Right. Okay. I want to try this again, but this time I want to, get the wrong answers so that you can kind of see what they say. Sometimes when you select the wrong answers, sometimes they kind of give you a little bit like more detail as to why they're wrong. So it can be sometimes helpful for your understanding of why. So, um, so there's the feedback for both of those. You can only use existing fields in an insight for creating a data field. So obviously can't do that. You cannot edit application data from the Explorer data landing page. So, editing the data is not possible in the Explorer data landing page. So that's why they're like, no, you can't do that. So, okay. I doubt that they're gonna be like, hey, here's the reasoning behind why these are wrong. Um, they're just reviewed the topic. So it's like, okay. Okay. And now this one was wrong, and this one was wrong. So, okay, and they gave us four first, whatever. Explorer data and insights are compatible with the theme Cosmos and Cosmos React applications. Okay. How was that? Is that somehow different from that? Maybe they're saying, hey, it's not the UI kit, but it's the Cosmos. They really should maybe, address that directly. But you cannot use insights to modify application data, which, we've already kind of learned prior, so yeah. Okay. Um, so we don't need to worry about that module quiz. We've already passed it, so we're all good there. So we're going to go ahead and um, close down that particular module topic for today. We'll go ahead and work on gaining insight into business efficiency tomorrow. Now, this one is going to be 25 minutes. There's multiple topics here, so um, we'll see about trying to get through all of it tomorrow, but um, it might be a little. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. It might take a little bit of time. It might take the full hour easily, to get to it. We'll see what happens. Um, and then of course, um, there's the challenge right afterwards. So about the business reports. So okay. Um, so that's where we're gonna go ahead and end the the Pega session. So hopefully, if you've enjoyed that, feel free to do all the YouTube stuff that really helps me out. Um, share this around, ask any questions that you might have. Feel free to answer any questions that I might have had. Um, you know, uh, don't be afraid of suggesting um, fixes to their topics too. Okay. I don't necessarily want to be like the only one that is going to be like, hey, I'm not quite sure what the heck you're trying to talk about on this particular topic. What do you mean? Um, Everybody should be kind of doing that for the most part. Um, so yeah, let's see. Um, yeah, okay. So that's about it. I can't think of anything more, so I'm gonna go ahead and stop the recording right now.